You're listening to IsReal News, 3 daily briefings on the Middle East and on global developments.
From IsReal News, this is the evening briefing for Thursday, May 7th. A major confrontation unfolds in the Strait of Hormuz today. The U.S. military says it intercepted Iranian attacks targeting 3 Navy destroyers transiting the strategic waterway and responded with what it describes as self-defense strikes against Iranian military facilities. U.S. Central Command says Iranian forces launched missiles, drones, and small attack boats toward the destroyers. American forces say they intercepted the attacks and struck Iranian missile launch sites, drone facilities, command and control centers, and intelligence infrastructure tied to the assault. No American ships were hit. President Donald Trump says the ceasefire remains in effect despite the exchange of fire. Speaking to ABC News, Trump described the strikes as little love taps, while later posting on Truth Social that Iranian boats were destroyed and missiles and drones were intercepted with ease. He warns Iran that if it refuses to sign an agreement, the United States will respond with greater force. Iranian state media reports exchanges of fire near Qeshm Island and Bandar Abbas, with additional explosions heard in Tehran later in the night. Iranian television later claims that normal activity has resumed along the coast and in the Strait of Hormuz. Financial markets are reacting cautiously. U.S. stock futures are slightly lower in overnight trading, while oil prices move higher after the naval confrontation. Meanwhile, diplomatic efforts continue elsewhere in the region. Israeli and Lebanese officials are expected to hold a third round of talks in Washington late next week, with military officers from both sides expected to participate alongside diplomats. The discussions are aimed at extending the current ceasefire, which is set to expire in about a week. In another development, reports from Israeli media say Hamas operatives in Turkey have been receiving firearms and drone training while disguised as civilians. According to the report, the organization plans to transfer trained operatives to Lebanon, Jordan, and the West Bank for possible future confrontations with Israel. Israeli officials also say Hamas has been operating a covert money laundering network in Turkey under Iranian direction, using financial infrastructure there to support terror activity. Those are the latest headlines from IsReal News.
Follow IsReal News for 3 daily briefings. Fast, factual, and to the point.